They try to make me go to rehab, but I said no, no, no. Yeah, so that was my no by February. Um, I don't know whether I should call it a total failure. I'm going to make this as quick as possible. So we all know my no by February ended with this. I love this. I am so happy that I have this wok. You just can't imagine. I already started to use it. I have some things in it. I mean, what could I say? I'm just thrilled. But yeah, so let's just kind of go to the beginning. So I did make a commitment that I wasn't going to buy anything in February. And I did pretty good for a long time. I'm not going to say that I didn't look at things, because I certainly did. I looked at Fashion File, and I wound up selling my YSL bag back to Fashion File, and I got the Alma. So that kind of scratched my itch, because I replaced the YSL with the Alma, and I had a really good time picking out exactly what I wanted, and, you know, just kind of looking through to see what I could get. And I, of course, was challenged with getting something that was going to fit into the budget of what I was getting for the YSL. So, you know, that was really fine. But other than that, I did go to eBay, because I had a couple of things that I had on my watch list that I got notices for where the price was reduced. I'm thinking about maybe this year getting a vintage Celine Macadam canvas bag. And there was one that I had my eye on that went on sale for a ridiculous price. Didn't get it. I also had bought a Longchamp Le Pliage extra small it was one of the transparent bags, but when I realized that it was PVC, I had originally thought that it was cream with like a white pattern. I canceled the sale, and I was glad for it. It was at an awesome price. I think it was less than $200, but I said no. I said I really shouldn't be buying this, because it's no by February, and that's great. So I was feeling really proud of myself until the wok came along. And there was one other thing that I did purchase, which I don't have yet. It's not a luxury item, but it's something that I had seen years and years ago, and I had an opportunity to get it, and I decided to just go for it. So you'll see it when it comes, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to just say that it was a total failure, because if you watch my unboxing for the wok, you'll see how I wound up getting it. And I really felt obligated to get this, because the woman really went out of her way to hold it for me, and I wanted to maintain a good relationship with the SA. Not to mention that I wanted to get it before the price increase. So I'm going to give myself a pass for that. But other than that, I didn't buy anything. So I'm giving myself an A-. Could have been an A+, could have been worse. I was thinking that maybe I was going to wind up an F, but I'm going to give myself an A-. Unfortunately, I didn't wind up saving any money, because I had a bunch of medical copays that I had to pay. I had an appointment with a neurologist for my elbow situation. I had to go get pre-tests. I had to do a whole bunch of things, and then, you know, I complained about this in another video, and it wound up that the surgery has to be postponed. You know, it was kind of like all that money out the window, and I'm still like kind of at square one. So that was really frustrating. And then I got another bill for a hospital copay from back in November. So all those things piled up together, and an astronomical gas bill. Let me throw that in. So those were things that I really wasn't expecting to put money out for this month, and it was pretty substantial. I mean, all that together had to be, it was over $500. So if it was something that I wanted to spend $500 on, you know, that money went towards something else. And if I wasn't on a no-buy, I more than likely wouldn't have spent anything because of those factors. So some of the things that I've done to distract myself, although I could do much better, because I really want to finish these things and get into it a little bit more. I have tried to be diligent about reading. Currently, I'm reading Looking for Mr. Goodbar. It's the 1976 novel based on a true story about a woman who was killed in her apartment by one of her one-night stands. I saw the movie with Diane Keaton when I was younger, scared the pants off of me, decided I was never going to be that way, and I guess it kind of kept me a little on the straight and narrow. And I am making a concentrated effort to really color every day and spend time after dinner particularly, and sometimes on the weekends in between things. I really haven't had that much of a chance since December, but I've been really making time. So I have this book I'm currently working in. It's Romantic Country by Erie. It's a Japanese coloring book. It is fantastic paper quality. I completed this page a while ago. I have a lot of books, so I go back and forth. And then this page, I started to do a couple days ago. So I'm sort of maybe 3/4 of the way finished. Excuse me. There's a lot of details. My sinuses are horrendous. I mean, every day I wake up and it's just relentless, absolutely relentless. And I get on my own nerves, so excuse me for the cough. But yeah, this is a fabulous little book because it's based on a made-up place. And it takes you through all these villages and castles and whatnot. And I'll show a couple other pages that I did. These are some of the close-up shots that I just showed with the houses. And in the beginning, they have the maps of different areas. I did this in another kind of pencil, sort of like a watercolor pencil called Inktense. So yeah, so I really enjoy it. It's a nice little outlet for me, and it keeps me out of trouble for the most part. And I'm trying to catch up with some of my TV series. I watched The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which has come back. I'm still watching The Witcher because I keep getting distracted from it to do other things, and I don't know why, because I love it. Maybe I just don't want it to end. I don't know, but I really need to get back and finish it. And there's a few other things that I want to see that are kind of on my watch list. So if I'm really focused on that, I'm not like putting half my attention into the show and like scrolling Fashion File or whatever. So yeah, so that's basically how it went. I'm going to continue my no-buy into March, more than likely. There's a couple of cosmetic items that I need, but there's really nothing that's on my radar. I have another scan in April, and if that all goes well, then maybe I'll treat myself to something small. But that's, in the future, and we'll see what happens with that. But right now, I'm pretty okay with what I have, and not really feeling the urge to buy, but really just enjoying what I have. So thank you very much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Hit the subscribe button. And I'm going to be coming back with a tag video in a couple, well, it'll be a couple of minutes for me because I'm going to film it right after this. But you can watch it maybe after you watch this. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.